So we're here to talk first and foremost about a smishing attack on users of the Isle of Man Bank, particularly on the island, targeting local residents. Something I wanted to ask, because I wasn't sure when this first came through, smishing. Can you? It's effectively SMS phishing, is that right? So
that's exactly it, Dollin.
Specifically through texts.
It's through text messages. And firstly, I'd like to thank the opportunity for Manx Radio to let us reach out to your listeners in addition to our social media sites. But as you say, smishing is a text attempt to send a message to individuals purporting to be from a recognised name. In this particular instance, if I can go through that with you, what will happen is someone will receive a message purporting to come from the Isle of Man Bank, and it will look very believable. In many cases, it will show a string of messages that look plausible to have come from the bank. But what the fraudsters are doing, it's not just sending the message to customers of the Isle of Man Bank, it's essentially just scale targeting of all sorts of Manx mobile phone numbers. And given the fact that we're in a small jurisdiction and how big the Isle of Man Bank is as a bank, there's a fair chance they're going to hit Isle of Man Bank customers. Non-customers will just reject the message, but Isle of Man Bank customers are going to see something that purportedly could come from the bank.
So what's effectively the danger here is people are given a telephone number through the text message itself, which they're encouraged to ring, and effectively then their personal details are taken from them, but in a way which, as you've said, is sort of particularly convincing, looks authentic.
Yes, Dollin. I mean, what actually happens is the message that we're seeing up to now, it comes and says it's from the bank's fraud department and is indicating that a transaction has been blocked. The figures we're seeing at the moment, it says an amount of £2,499 to Amazon, but in the last few hours we've started seeing the name change to Apple, so effectively any big retailer, and saying that it's been blocked as a transaction and encouraging the customer to phone the number. And what's really, really important to stress is that we will not ask you to phone the number on that text message. It's not something we do. And anyone that receives an instruction or a message like that should use a number that's either on their bank statements, on the bank's website, or on the back of their card. But they shouldn't contact the message number.